Alright, it's September the 10th. It's been kind of brisk lately. Been busy with the new job. That combined with the weather. It's Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Irma weather coming up to the northeast. Had a lot of rain last week. So now it's Sunday Fun Day. Bike is filthy. So today we're just gonna go get some lunch. Gonna pick up Kaylee, grab some lunch, get my riding in that way. It's always sad to see the end of a riding season in September. Not just the riding season, summer. I'm a summer type of guy. Everything I love to do is just either impossible to do in winter or better done in the winter, or better done in the summer, you know? I like playing with my cars, my bikes. I don't have a heated garage, so it's not very fun in the winter time. Obviously you can't ride bikes in the winter time. And even when we get like fluke warm days in the middle of the winter here in Northeast Ohio, you know, that you could ride because there's no snow or ice on the road, there's usually still salt all over the road. And I'm not subjecting my bike to that. One thing I don't like about the Ninja 250 is the mirrors. All you see is your elbows. A little better. So now that it's September, you gotta start thinking about things like, you know, when could be your last ride for the season. You want to get your bike ready, you know, add stable to the fuel, make sure the bike's clean, make sure, or you want to get the oil change before you store it, chains cleaned and lubed so you don't get rust on it over the winter time. Went from 4th to 6th. Sun's warm, but as you can see, hopefully you can see that, it's a little brisk, keeping the bike running real cool. So I think I'll just throw my 2 cents in real quick. If you don't have a bike and are thinking about getting one, and the Ninja 250 was an option in your mind, I would just like to tell you my opinions of the bike, having had it for, this is my 4th season with it, and why I say I would recommend a Ninja 250. Well, first off, the obvious. You probably don't want to start on some big monstrosity that's going to overpower you. Start on something smaller. And if you like the Ninja 250, this fits that bill pretty well, because obviously it's a 250, but you also don't want to have something too expensive for your first bike, because chances are you're gonna do something like drop it or do something an amateur would do to their bike. And I mean, let's face it, it's how it is. I dropped this bike in my driveway. I was actually kind of rolling, and it's, you know, I went to just slow it down, and I just hit the handbrake, which is the front brake, and my driveway is gravel, and it slid out from under me and ended up sideways on the ground, and I was mad. But I'll tell you what, you'd rather do something like that to a $1,500 bike than an $8,000, $10,000 bike that's brand new. Which brings me to my next point. Buy a used bike for your first bike for that same reason. Okay, you're gonna pay less in insurance, and it's just, you know, you're probably gonna do some amateur thing to it, and you'd rather it be done on a cheaper bike than a brand new expensive bike. And really, a used bike, you're better off with a used bike. You're not eating all that depreciation that you're gonna, you know, have to, friends, that you're gonna have to eat if you buy a brand new bike. But that's off topic. But these bikes, they're really fuel efficient. I saw online that people say they get 80 miles to a gallon, 70 miles. A lot of that's exaggerated. I don't know how their bikes are getting that good of gas mileage. Mine gets 60 miles to a gallon, pretty much on the dot. I'll fill this tank up, ride, and then I fill it up again, and I take the mileage I rode, divided by the amount of gallons it took to refill it up to the same point it was originally, and I come out to near 60 miles a gallon on the dot all the time. It's pretty consistent. And I'm not exactly the most conservative rider. I open it up, you know, pretty much every time I ride. I don't beat the hell out of it either, so yeah, they're good on gas mileage. Maintenance is also a good benefit to these bikes. I mean, you're gonna do things like, you're gonna do things to this bike that you're gonna do to any bike, and you know, watch the tires, maintain the chain, change the oil. There's nothing out of the ordinary there. But you know, this is my 4th season with the bike, and I haven't done anything but those basic maintenance things to it, and it's treated me really well. They're just nice little bikes, you know. They've been making this Ninja 250 since like '86, I think, and this is the 2007 model year. This is the last year before they redid them. So essentially these bikes were almost the same from '86 to 2007. You know, they perfected them. They've really made them a lot better than, after, you know, 20 years of production without hardly changing them. They've really got them nailed down. They're good bikes. So I'd recommend them, and you're gonna pick them up for less than $2 grand guaranteed. So I bought mine for $1,500, and I swear they've actually, I think they've appreciated a little since then, because now I'm seeing older ones. This is 2007. I'm seeing like 03s, 04s with more mileage going for $1,500 now. So I might be able to sell this bike for pretty close, if not what I paid for it. We'll see about that. I don't know. But yeah, I'd recommend them, you know. I definitely recommend it. It's a good cruiser. It's not like, you know, you can go long distance with these things. I'm not leaning over, laying down on this bike. This is a straight up and down riding position, and it's comfortable. It really is. So, and I'm 5'11", 185 right now, so it works. I mean, it's a little bit uncomfortable with the passenger. You can really feel the bike respond a little less because of the extra weight. But I mean, it's a 250. It's what you'd expect. But yeah, I'd recommend them, definitely. I mean, you're not paying a lot for them. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and then, you know, eventually you'll outgrow. You'll get something else, or you'll be like me and you'll be like, you know what? I'm good with this. I'm happy. I like this bike. So yeah, if you're considering it, I'd recommend it, really. I don't, just have your own thoughts about it as well, I ask, because everyone's going to be up in your ear about, don't get a little bike, you're going to get bored of it in 10 minutes, and make fun of you for being a 250 or give you a hard time, but whatever. They're not buying it. It's not their bike. It's you and your bike. If you want it, you know, make your own decision. Don't let other people get in your ear with that stuff. I mean, listen to good advice, of course, but if they're just saying, oh, get a bigger bike, and that's all they gotta say, I mean, have your own thoughts about it and get what you want. But me, I'm telling you, I'd recommend it. This just seems like that type of community where someone would be sitting on their porch yelling at you to slow down. What the hell is that noise?